lovely day, but the the weather wasn't really that great. But I really hope that many of you are really enjoying the rest of your day, and and I wish you all well. Now, today, like I said, we will be talking about a surprise topic, and I know that all of you are wondering, oh, that what do I have in store? But before we get into that, many of you already know me. It's your girl, Adez. So today we'll be talking about types of abuse in marriage. So we're going to explore the types of abuse, and we're going to talk about how it affects both men and women as well. But before we get into that, I'll be showing you a video in connection to the topic, and I really hope that you enjoy it and pick up something from it. So I'm going to be playing the video now, and I'd like for you all to sit back, relax, and do enjoy the video.
Emotional abuse can be incredibly damaging, increasing a person's chances of developing depression and anxiety, sometimes for decades after the fact. Broadly speaking, emotional abuse involves one person controlling another by undermining their sense of self-worth and personal agency. But emotionally abusive behaviours can be subtle and difficult to spot, both from within and outside the abusive relationship. That's partly because emotional abuse often exploits or creates power imbalances between individuals, especially in relationships where safety, care, and trust are supposed to be guaranteed. In a care student or intimate partner. It's especially insidious because it often makes people doubt their perceptions of their own mistreatment. So let's walk through some of the most common emotional abuse to make these behaviors and patterns easier to spot in real life. First, the content of someone's words. Criticism that's out of proportion to a situation, excessively high negative predictions for the future, is a warning sign of emotional abuse. Statements like, "You always make such stupid decisions," "You never do anything right," and "Nobody else will ever love you," aren't constructive, they're never warranted, and someone's use of them is a red flag. Second, tone and nonverbal cues. Yelling, ignoring, and showing contempt through body language are all ways to degrade someone. Dismissive behaviors like eye rolling, glaring, or refusal to make eye contact, along with refusing to speak to someone or acknowledge their presence, sometimes called the silent treatment, can all feature in patterns of emotional abuse. These behaviors can painfully transform the meaning of spoken statements that might otherwise seem benign. Third, how someone reacts to hurtful can give important insight. Do they apologize sincerely and act differently in the future? Or do they dismiss and minimize the pain they've caused? It's common for abusers to try to undermine their target's perceptions of events. This is sometimes referred to as gaslighting, following up demeanor, or "It's really you that's you're hurting me," are examples of this. When someone directs any of these behaviors at you or a demeaning time can have a much more serious impact. Can contribute to the severity of the abuse. It's also an abuse. Consider sharing your experiences with a trusted friend or relative to get outside support. Or advocacy centres that can provide helpful resources. And if you think someone you know is being emotionally abused, check in with them. You're thinking of them and that you're ready to listen whenever they'd like to share. While emotional abusers may convince people that they deserve to be mistreated, nobody does. Everyone deserves kindness and respect.
Wow, wow, wow. That was actually a very, very powerful video. Huh. She she said she said that abusers to mistreat people. We as victims, we need to be we need loved. Okay, we need to be loved, to have care. We as human beings, we deserve the love, we deserve the empathy, we deserve how people should feel sorry for us. I mean, it's not easy. It's not easy to get into a relationship, get to know the person, and then to know their, and then along the line, get to know their character, because that first time, then you now realize the kind of characters, the hidden character, will start bringing it out one after the other, from shouting, from screaming, from name calling, calling you all the names under the sun, making you to feel worthless, saying all kinds of things to you that will make you feel that, oh, that did I make a mistake in knowing this person, or did I make a mistake in moving the relationship to the next level of marriage? But not even just women, but men. Men are also involved, because it's not just women that is abused, but men too. Men too are the ones that also feel it, because sometimes maybe the woman has had a bad day, from wherever she's gone to, and then she'll just lash out. She will lash out on the man, and even the man will be thinking to himself that, oh, that what have I done? That all I just wanted to do is just to know. It's just to know how you're doing. How was your day at work, or wherever you've gone to. I just wanted to know your day, and then you lash out on me. It's not really nice. So again, that was actually a very powerful word. We as victims, we abusers in a whole, they do not have the rights. They don't have the right to treat us in such a manner. They don't have that right to treat us in such a manner. It is very, very bad. We're human beings. We're human beings, and we we have to, as in a whole, we have to learn from our life experience. I mean, what just because maybe a relationship didn't work out, that doesn't mean that all men are bad. Not all men are bad. There are good men out there. There are good men out there that are looking to settle down. They're looking to find a nice woman that they'll settle down with, get married, have children with them, and they loved, and at the same time also looking to be loved and to be cared for. So it's vice versa. Both the man and the woman, they deserve to be loved, to be cared for. And also, especially when the lady said about safety, that is also another important thing. Another important thing is that you need to be safe. You need to be safe with the man and the woman. I mean, both men and women, they need to be safe around each other. It's very, very important, because at the end of the day, with all these kind of characters that both the man and woman portray. I mean, fair enough that life 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 in a whole is a pressure. It is a pressure. It is something that it's just something that we have to learn to deal with. All of us has our problems, but we should not allow it to cloud our judgment. We need to learn how to deal with it, even if it means talking to a friend, a close friend, a close family member, or a counselor. That's why they have professionals. That's why they have counselors. They have marriage counselors as well. If you're having a bad day, or if the marriage is kind of having some lapses, then that's actually where the marriage counselor comes in. They are there to support you. They're there to guide you. They're there to actually show you pathways of how to keep your marriage. They're not there to judge you. They're not there to judge you. They're not there to tell you who is right, who is wrong. But what they mainly do is that they will actually what they would part of what they would do is that they will take you down memory lane of how both of you met, how the good times, the bad times. They'll be asking those kind of questions, that like, how did you meet, how did everything go when you first started, and then what actually caused the relationship to have lapses. What caused the relationship to actually go downhill. So that kind of thing they'll be asking. Then another thing that I picked up that she also said is, she also said that she mentioned about the name calling. She mentioned about gaslighting. Is those are really is really really important. You need to also look out. You need to look out for signs. You need to look out for signs that this abuse is about to occur, or if it's occurring, and immediately you spot this. You need to talk. You need to actually speak out. And especially when you're outside, and you don't feel safe, you need to speak out. It's very very important for your own good, for your own safety, also the safety of your family. Is very 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 important. Oh, don't worry, I will. I will, don't worry. Now, okay. Now we're gonna actually go into the main business of today. Now, domestic violence is when someone uses violence or manipulation to maintain power and control over someone that is very close to you. Now, for example, when, like I said before, when a man meets a woman, they'll start again. Like I said before, they'll start off with those pickup line. Um, they're like, yo baby, can I have your time, just for a few minutes. So what the girl will do, the girl at first, she'll actually make it so hard. She'll make it so hard for the man to actually get to know her. So she will be brushing him off every single time, brushing him off, and then eventually they'll jam themselves again in another location one day. Then again, the guy, he will try again. He'll be saying, "Oh, yo, baby, Please, can I have your time for can I have your time just for a few minutes? I just wanted to talk to you. I just wanted to get to know you. I really want to be friends. Then along the line, then along the line, when the girl finally decides to give in, the guy he'll be talking about you just be talking about things that will make the girl laugh. Things um maybe for example like a comedy show, that's a comedy show that he's seen. Then he'll really be talking about it, and the girl will be laughing. Thank you. The girl will be laughing. And like sometimes the guy, and you know, especially if the guy himself is a comedian himself, because all these comedians, they actually like making people laugh. And that's why I say to some of them that I've previously met before. I'll say to them that you have this talent. You really have this talent. Oh, thank you. You really have this talent, and you don't want to use it. And then they'll say that, oh, that no, I don't want to be famous. But I'll say to them that, look, you don't know that your gift is actually to make people to laugh. People out there, they want to find somewhere. They want to go to a show. They want to go to a stand-up comedian show. They want to laugh. They want to laugh because because they have been they've really been angry. So they're actually looking for somewhere they can go so that they can laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh until water comes out their eyes. Because sometimes, yeah, they have a bad day at work, and when they get home now, the husband will get her angry, and then she'll storm out. She'll storm out and just go and find somewhere. Go and find somewhere to relax, or she'll even be lucky to even spot a comedian somewhere wherever she is. And then this guy he would just be talking and talking and making her laugh. So that kind of thing. A woman, a woman, a woman, and not only just a woman, the man, both the man and the woman, they deserve to be happy. They're supposed to be happy. They're supposed to laugh at all times. Because because not even just the guy that is a comedian, but also the women too. They also have their way of making you laugh. They have their way of making millions and millions of people to laugh. And they're actually very talented. They're very, very good with what they do. And then at the end of the day, they move up to the next level. Go on tours. They'll be invited to every part of the country just to go out and make people to laugh. You see, you see, that is why in marriage mainly marriage is not a bed of roses. Is not. It's not a bed of roses. Marriage has their ups and downs all the time. I mean, you don't expect for the marriage to actually be good all the time. Sometimes sometimes something will get you angry. Something will get you angry at some point. Sometimes the woman will actually say something that will get you angry. Sometimes even the man will even say something that will get the woman angry. It's vice versa. We are human beings, so we're bound to make mistakes all the time. But it's just a matter of us. It's a matter of us correcting our mistakes. and that is the reason why the longer you are in a relationship, the longer you're in a marriage, the longer you're in a relationship and a marriage, the longer you get to know each other, the longer the love grows and grows and grows, that you become inseparable. You always you always have your funny times, you always have the bad times, and and then sometimes maybe once in a week or once in a month, you you see yourself, you see your both of your both the husband and wife, you see yourself at war, and then in the middle of the war, you even think back, you think back that you know that that show Tom and Jerry. You know that show Tom and Jerry, that I don't know whether if many of you has actually seen that show. It's so funny. It's really really funny. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad. I'm really glad that that I'm really making an impact. So you know that show Tom and Jerry, especially Tom, that one that always cause war and commotion every little minute, every little minute, because most of the time, Jerry will be on his own. Sometimes he'll be on his own, just relaxing. He'll relax, maybe watching the TV. Then all of a sudden, Tom Tom will now he will now come in the room. He will come in the room and then just cause war, because the 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 issue is that they actually hate each other. They are enemies. They are enemies amongst themselves. They hate each other. But at the end of the day, after they've finished fighting, they've finished killing themselves, they become the best of friends. They'll become best of friends, and then they'll be laughing. They'll sit there and laugh, and then it just makes you to wonder that, okay, why is it that this war even happened? Why is it that we hate each other so much? So like every day, Tom and Jerry, they'll be fighting and fighting and fighting, and then eventually become friends. In the same thing in marriage, the same thing in marriage. That is how it is. That's how it is. Both the husband and the husband and the wife, they'll be they'll become enemies. They'll become enemies, fighting themselves, screaming, picking up objects. Boom! They'll pick up glass. They'll pick up plates. They'll pick up cutleries. They'll toss it. They'll toss it around the room. They'll toss it. But the only the one of the things that they don't do, they'll make sure they won't injure themselves. That's one of the things that they make sure, because they know quite well that if they injure themselves, if anything of a single drop of blood touches them, they know that they know, especially their neighbors. They know quite well that the neighbor will call police on them. So no matter how the husband and the wife fight, no matter how they fight and kill themselves, no matter how they fight, they'll eventually calm down. They'll calm down. They'll calm down. Either the wife or maybe the husband will play a nice romantic music. Maybe it's the music. Oh, thank you. Maybe it's the music that they listen to on their wedding day. Um, for example, maybe like Kelly Clarkson, that they listen to on their wedding day, and if the wife plays it, then that's now when the husband will now calm down. He will calm down and say, yes, You say, yes, baby, you've actually hit me on the spot. Say, baby, you hit me on the spot. In fact, do you know what? The, you see this week, you see throughout this week and throughout this month, no more fighting. Please, we 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 don't need to fight again. Please, no fighting. Please. I don't want any fight again. Please. And even if we do fight, please. Thank you. Even if we fight, please. You see that my music. That are my favorite music that we listen to on our wedding day. Please play it because that's my hotspot. That's my hotspot, and it will calm me down. Now, okay, then the wife will now say, okay, fine, fine, no problem. That don't worry, don't worry. But don't worry, I will try my best. I'll try my best to be good. I'll try my best not to get you angry because I know that going to work is not easy, and especially in this country this our work that they make us work like a machine, and especially those that work full time, back to back, no rest. So of course it will actually make them it will actually make that person that make the husband it will make the husband to get angry. It will make the wife to get angry because what they want is that they want to rest. They actually want to rest, and and especially when it comes to working in the healthcare the healthcare system, and if you work in a care home as well, and if you've done a long shift back to back and you want rest, the the nurse on duty will tell you that no, that sorry you can't that you can't have a day off. You know that you know quite well that the weekends we're shortage of staff. So next week you have your day off. But but remember you remember the system that one day on, one day off. That is how it should work. So you know that we need to work as a team, and we need to also respect the other healthcare workers that they need their off. So also in the marriage, you need to learn you need to kind of understand and learn that you've actually offended your husband, that you've done wrong. You need to you actually that even if you offend him like 200 times or 1,000 times, remember you're just human, and immediately that you realize what you've done, you need to apologize. You really need to apologize. It's very important. Now, um now the next one, anyone regardless of their background can find themselves in an abusive relationship. Now the now a lot of I won't say a lot of women, but I'll say um about 70 to 80% of women, they do get abused. They do a lot, that especially that if the husband doesn't love the wife again, the husband will be doing everything he can to frustrate that woman. He will batter that woman. He'll be beating her black and blue, battering that woman, beating her up until she leaves. And even the woman herself will be wondering that, oh, okay, what have I done? She'll be searching her heart that, what have I done? What have I done to offend you that you're treating me in this manner? Even the same thing with the husband, the same thing with the wife. The wife too, when the wife eventually doesn't love the husband again, she too will do the same thing. She too will abuse the husband. But what actually people don't seem to realize, they don't seem to realize that also the men are also affected. They don't seem to they don't see, people don't seem to understand. But the man will pretend in when he's going out, he'll pretend that, everything is hunky dory, everything is okay. He'll pretend and be smiling, but deep down inside, he knows too that his wife is very abusive. He knows too that his wife is someone that gets very hot tempered, especially when she's jealous. Especially if she sees her man, if she sees her man with another woman. They will they actually she will actually get jealous. She'll get jealous. Um, she'll get jealous actually, and 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 actually she'll be following the man everywhere. She'll even go as far as hiring an investigator. The investigator will be following the husband everywhere, and the husband won't even know. He won't even know that he's being followed. And then one day down the line, he will now realize that, okay, who's this guy, who's this woman following me? Then the husband will now ask the wife. He will now ask the wife one day that did you hire someone to be following me around? The wife will pretend. She'll pretend that, I don't know what you're talking about. But uh but one day down the line, the wife won't even know that the husband is listening to her conversation. She'll be talking to the investigator, um telling the investigator that that picture, that those photos that I asked you to snap, did you actually snap them? Okay. And then she'll be asking, did you actually record, did you record my husband? And then when the investigators say, yeah, they'll be talking and talking, and then she will now end it that, yeah, please, I really need to know for sure whether if my man is cheating on me. Then the wife won't even know that the husband has actually listened to her whole conversation. Then the husband will now pretend that everything is okay. So you pretend, smiling, even buying her flowers. Then yeah, they wonder, yeah, who go out there and buy her flowers, even make her breakfast in bed. Even the wife will wonder that, okay, what is it I've done to deserve this? Then she'll open the plate. She'll see chocolate pancake. She will see tea. She will see muffin on the tray. Then she'll ask her husband, honey, what's this? Is there a special occasion? Then the husband like, yeah, nothing really. I just wanna show you how much I appreciate you. Like maybe later on, if you're less busy, that let's go out for lunch. The wife the wife she'll be wondering. She'll still be wondering that, this is very unlike my husband. My husband, that me and him are like Tom and Jerry, that we're like cat and mouse. She would just be she'll be thinking to herself that, what, this is very unlike him to shower me with so much love, despite the fact that most of the time I get him angry. And then she won't know that the husband is only just pretending, doing all of this expecting her to actually come out blatant to him that she has hired investigators to be monitoring his every movement simply because she thinks that the husband is cheating on her. He will actually expect the wife to to say something. But when the wife don't say something, then actually he will now continue to pretend, and then eventually when they actually decide to become enemies again, they'll be fighting and fighting. They'll be fighting themselves until one day the word will just come out that yeah honey, I did I sent I hired investigators to actually monitor you because I want to know for sure whether you're cheating on me, because a friend of mine actually called me up to say that she actually saw you with another woman. Then the then the then the husband will say that, oh, okay, that, oh, is that all? That did you actually give me the chance? Did you actually give me the chance to actually explain myself? Did you actually give me the chance to tell you who that woman is? That no, that you didn't. You didn't give me the chance to explain who that woman is, and you just misjudged me. You misjudged me out of nowhere when you know quite well that we've actually been together for 17 years. If I didn't cheat on you when we got married, what makes you think I'm going to cheat on you now? Then, then the wife will actually just be, she'll be silent. She'll be saying that, oh, oh wow, yeah, it's true that you never ever cheated on me when we got married, and the whole time we've been together, you never cheated on me. Then she'll now ask him that, oh, okay, honey, who is that woman that I saw you with? Then the husband will now explain and tell the wife that woman that you actually saw me with is my long lost cousin that I've been looking for since we were a child. That I actually I actually had to go on this program, that program that Davina McCall always shows, that she actually connects people like lost family members. She always connects them, and brings them together. So yeah, I had to actually get in touch with her to tell her that I'm looking for my long lost cousin. And then so yeah, that woman that I was with is my long lost cousin. Then the wife will now be feeling guilty that, okay, that I'm really sorry that I actually had no idea. Then the husband will be so angry, and be telling her that, oh, that okay, that you should have actually thought about that before going behind my back and hiring investigators. So again, in the marriage, is very important. It's very important to actually know, to know that even if if your wife sees her husband with another woman, don't immediately judge them. You don't know whether if it's a school friend that you haven't seen in over 10 years. You don't know whether if that woman could be the sister. You don't know whether if it could be the cousin. So that's why it's important to actually find out first who that other woman is before you jump the gun. Is important. So now, okay. So domestic violence also can include different forms of abuse. These include physical violence, emotional abuse, sexual abuse, and financial abuse. Yeah, so you see, it's especially when it comes to like, especially when it comes to the to financial abuse, because also that is another thing that is another thing that happens. That's another thing that happens in a marriage, that the husband will actually go into the wife's account without their knowledge, and actually start withdrawing a certain amount of money. Now, that even reminds me. I remember a film that I saw on Netflix, where this middle aged woman, she was looking for love. She met a man in a art gallery. This guy actually owns an art gallery, and because this woman was actually a very pretty woman. She's a very pretty woman. This a woman that is in her late 40s. This woman, so this woman met this guy in the art gallery, and then they were looking at each other, and they actually couldn't take their eyes off of each other. So then one day the guy asked her out on a date. So that was how they were going. So the woman agreed, and she said yeah. So that they were going on a date, going the first time, second time, the third time, the fourth time. The woman the woman couldn't resist the guy. So they got to know each other for quite a long period of time, until they actually decided to actually settle down, and move the relationship to the next level and get married. But what this woman did not realize is that this guy is a con artist. She didn't know. This guy, he wooed her everything. Then they later got married. They got married, and then a year later, a year down the line, that was when she now saw. That's when she now actually saw his true colors. The guy was actually stealing money from her. And first of all, this woman was wealthy. She was actually working in a bank. She was working in a bank, earning good salary, and because of one little mistake, she's been working in this bank for about 15 years. So because of one mistake, her boss fired her. Um, but what actually she didn't realize is that is her husband. Her husband is the one that went and did something on her laptop without her consent. He went and did something on the laptop, and went and caused the woman to lose her job. He actually No, what he actually did is that he actually took money from the company account. He took money from the company account, and the boss actually later got to know about it. And he asked her, he questioned her who took this certain amount of money. She said no, that she's not the one. She didn't do it. The boss didn't believe her, and he fired her. So as the investigation was going on, and when this woman actually did this woman was she was actually angry. She was actually angry because she served her boss for 15 years, and the boss suddenly he suddenly sacked her. So now this guy, he now started to become very abusive and violent to his wife, to the point that he was battering her, beating her up and everything. So the woman had to confront him that what have you done with my money? You say, oh, that, do I need to get permission from you to take money? That's when she now realized that he was the one that went and withdrew a large amount of money from the company account. So, simply, actually, what I'm saying is that abuse, abuse can is that kind of thing is what both the man and woman experience. Not just the woman on her own, but the man too. And that's why we as individuals we actually need to learn to love each other. We need to learn to know our mistakes. We need to know our weaknesses. We need to know the weaknesses of where we've gone wrong and correct it. That way all this abuse will not be happening. Now, the last but not the least is verbal abuse, intimidation, verbal attacks, threats, insults, name calling, yelling, or humiliation. Now, again, these are also part of what happens in a marriage as well, because after the husband and the wife has been together for so many years and they don't like themselves, they will be yelling at each other, insulting them. Even the husband can go as far as threatening the wife, just to scare her. But he knows deep down inside that he will never hurt her. He will just only just say something that will scare the wife. But deep down inside, he knows quite well. The husband knows quite well that he doesn't love the wife again. The wife knows quite well that the husband doesn't love her again, and they want to depart their way. Now it is very important. It's not something that you shouldn't just give up. You shouldn't just give up like that. You shouldn't give up like that, because you've known your husband, you've known your wife for a very long time. So why should you give up just because of life pressure? Why should you give up like that? Why should you turn to arch enemies? Why should you be abusing each other because of one little thing? It's not right. We need to learn we need to learn how to make our mistake and correct ourselves. I mean, that's why there's this saying that to make a mistake you need to learn from it. We as human beings, we're not perfect, but it's a matter of correcting ourselves every single day. It's a matter of correcting ourselves and making sure, like, not to repeat that very same thing again. I will urge as many of you who are married to please just please try and love your wife more. Try and please abuse in marriage. It can't be tolerated. It's not nice. It's not nice, because you need to also remember that the wife, before you married your wife, she came from a different family she now before she now answer your surname. And you know quite well that the family member will not actually be happy with the way you're abusing the wife. And the same thing with the wife. The wife too had you should also remember that the husband came from a different family entirely, and the family member wouldn't like such a thing to be happening. So please learn to love each other no matter what. Learn to love each other. It is very, very important. That way, if you actually have children also, please, no fighting in front of your children, no yelling, no name calling, no insulting in front of your children, because you need to remember that once your children grow up, they will actually they will actually also um, copy the exact same thing that you and your wife is doing, and you wouldn't want that. So anyway, we've come to the end of the show now, and we are going to continue with a fresh new topic, or next week, or even on Sunday, the same time, the same place. And I really, really hope that you all really enjoyed this. And I'm even so glad that I made you all laugh a little bit. And yeah, I really appreciate it. Now, before I go, please don't fail to subscribe, comment, thumb up, to like me and share with your friends and your colleague and as many people as you feel that will benefit from this. Once again, is your girl, Ades. See you all during the week. Bye.